This episode is brought to you by the Project Manga Patreon, the best way for viewers to support the project and allow us a means to keep providing new and quality content to our subscribers. Go to patreon.com/projectmanga and find out more about the perks we have available to patrons, including early access to all of our content and exclusive videos like behind-the-scenes footage and additional manga reviews. That's patreon.com/projectmanga. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to Project Manga. I'm Nox.
What up, y'all? It's Kiko.
Eagle.
And Nickums.
And we are back with One Shots, which is our bi-weekly, series-specific, typically, Weekly Shonen Jump podcast that we air every other Wednesday at about 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then it's uploaded to Patreon the next day, and then a couple days later it'll be uploaded to YouTube. That'll give you a couple ways to catch the show if you miss it live, one being to support us through Patreon, or you can wait for it to hit YouTube, whatever works best for you. Typically, this is a series-specific podcast where we'll take one of the titles that we're covering in our podcast and choose a topic for it and break it down for about an hour, or just talk about current events inside of that series. But tonight, we're just having a general extended discussion of Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 48, partially because I forgot to think of a topic for One Shots, and the other half is because that sounds like a really fun thing to do right now, okay? So we're gonna hopefully have a Q&A as well, so if you guys have any questions that you have about Weekly Shonen Jump or just about anything in general, then feel free to ask them, and we'll answer them here live on the stream. But what is going on, you guys? For those of you who don't know, anybody who's new out there, we are Project Manga. We are a team of manga enthusiasts that review Weekly Shonen Jump manga on YouTube. So if this is your first time at the Twitch channel, welcome. And I would implore you to check out our About section so you can see everything that we do. Join our Discord, follow us on Twitter, things like that. But big shout outs in the chat. We got Shiloh, we got Zanel, we got Seamus. Whole squad.
Snooty just jumped in. Roman
Snooty?
Box, fucking, yeah. Scuba's in here. Kaizoku. Man, everybody, man.
Damn it,
whole
Snooty.
team. I mean, I don't know how Snooty keeps getting in. I mean, we put a little firewall on
We've
it, but
been
he
done
gets
got
around
his
it.
ass out of here.
But yeah, you
Sean,
guys.
Hockey Warrior, man.
Hell, what's up, Sean? Dude, I feel like Sean's missed a couple. What's going on, player?
Hell yeah.
He's back, baby.
Gang in this bitch. Okay, so essentially, I don't know if you guys have anywhere inside of the current events of Weekly Shonen Jump that you guys want to start the conversation off, but I do want to remind the chat, literally, fill up the chat with questions if you have any, and we'd be happy to answer them live on stream. Throughout the entirety of the stream, go ahead and do that. But yeah, what do you guys, how do you guys feel?
We got a first live stream here from Boricua Mihawk.
Oh, what's going on, dude?
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to the stream, man. Glad you could make it, bro.
I fucks with some big pun, you know?
Fucks with some- Oh my god.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. That's how they had to edit it for the radio.
Yeah.
Oh man, I miss that like B96 like 101.3 like radio era. You know what I'm saying? Like back when it was like relatively decent for us like as kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We got Larry and Jay. That's Jin, right?
I think that's Jin. Yeah, what's up, Jin?
Yo,
What up?
What's up?
whole gang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm down to start wherever.
Yeah, how do you feel?
I
What are you
mean,
thinking?
All these stories are good. That's what I'm saying.
Read everything that we talk
read
about.
read all the stuffs, you know, they're all good, you know, in their own ways. I mean, I guess I could really just start off with since I may have had a little bit of a tantrum during a Black Clover segment maybe 2 weeks ago or something, you know, like and what I have to say is that sometimes as critics, we jump the gun a little bit, right?
my
Like,
God.
and
We?
well, no, hey, I mean, you mostly. What are you talking about? Knox is always, we got a public apology every week from him. But
Yeah.
you know, sometimes as critics, we jump the gun a little bit and say,
Yeah.
hey, this is terrible before we get everything, right? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to say that like the current arc in Black Clover is, you know, peak fiction, but it's really, really good. And I really love it. Where 2 weeks ago, I was like, no, fuck this shit, get me out. Or maybe I was even a week ago. I don't even know. But
It was very recent times.
yeah, and you know that's our job, really. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing here is you know, calling it as we see it, week to week, every single week, and you know, sometimes you got to let shit develop. Like,
I mean, I think Knox
go
has said
ahead.
it on the podcast before, where he's like, you know, as critics, like you said, we can only judge it as fast as we get it, which is week to week, as fast
Yeah.
as we can consume it, and that's how we can process it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
Those week
so
to week
definitely.
criticisms are still like valid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right in the moment,
I'm,
yeah.
well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
because I mean, like that's as quickly as you can get it. You can't
right.
get it any
Yeah.
you know any fast. You can't get the story any faster than that. So, and we have a week in between them usually, sometimes 2 weeks. So like
Yeah.
all we can, what are we gonna do? Just like not speculate and like not say anything until
Yeah,
the
of course.
entirety of the concept is fleshed out. Like,
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah. But I like the last chapter of Black Clover. Like I liked it. It's Tabata's kind of wrapping it up well with this. You know, even though it's still old hat storytelling style, it's nothing new, nothing huge. But like, it felt a lot better. You know, like we've talked about how Tabata like is doing the best in his lane. Like he knows, like he's you know, not doing anything crazy new, you know, in the genre, which is fine. Like obviously we read a lot of these fucking stories that are mind-blowing right now, and it's easy to, you know, use that ruler when you grade those, you know, just anything that you're reading, you know.
Yeah.
So like, you know, I was mad about Hero too last week. I'm like, man, this Toga fucking you know, Ochako fight. It's like Toga should be able to just wash Ochako immediately, and you know, not only that, you know, there's more to it than that, which you didn't really get much. Like it was a cliffhanger last chapter, but I'm just like, Ochako's dumb as hell for chasing her down the alley.
yeah,
know,
you were
like,
talking
should-
crazy. You were like, why would you stop evacuation to go
Yeah.
chase? You know, like that, like. That's a little sus. Should be a little
some
bit more
80-year-old lady
apprehensive.
who's,
Yeah, some
you know,
80-year-old lady.
bouncing fucking 4340 down the alley,
Yeah.
sketchy ass alley. Like I question that.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's like, you know, we didn't really have background on Toga's ability and how good, like, or you know, not as broken as you would assume it to be. You know, she has to be in love with the person in order to steal their quirk, which makes all the sense in the world. Why she stole Chaco's quirk again in the My Villain Academy or whatever academia. Yeah. But it's one thing that we will do for any story other than One Piece, right? Like Oda, you just have to give the man the respect that's due, and you can't.
Right.
You know that this is his way of storytelling, where it's like, even if, well, but like
Something
Black
might be
Clover and-
introduced awkwardly in One Piece.
Yeah.
But he has the stripes and the clout and the stake in the
Yes.
game at this point, to where we kind of just trust him to do his thing and flesh that out in a way that makes sense later. You know what I mean? We don't hold Oda to the same standard as something that has like 50, 60, 120, 300 chapters out.
Well, yeah, and these are
because-
300 chapters even,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and I should maybe give them a little bit more time. But it's like you when we do this, it's just really hard to do that.
I
right?
personally feel like 300 chapters, like inside of like My Hero Academia is at a point now where it's like I haven't had too many complaints like throughout the entirety of the series personally. The complaints that I have like come entirely from like week to week impatience. You know what I mean? Of like wanting the answer to the question I have and not getting it, and assuming a whole bunch of wild shit because I don't know, I have nothing better to do. You know what I mean? But you know, from a bird's eye POV though, like I don't have any, you know, real complaints about My Hero Academia. So like, and I haven't. So me personally, like if something is weirdly, you know, introduced, like Shirakumo's situation inside of the arc, like leading into the Paranormal Liberation Front war that we're in right now with Aizawa and President Mike questioning, you know, Kurogiri, you know what I mean? And there was like contention on the internet about how like awkward it was that Shirakumo, who's supposed to be dead, could hear, you know, Aizawa and President Mike's voice in a way that he reacted to inside of his like corpse Nomu situation with Kurogiri. And, you know, that was super head scratchy, arms crossed, eyebrow raised, cock head to the side kind of like situation for me. And then we get information, you know, like fleshed out from like Dr. Eggman and shit about, you know, how like, you know, your consciousness resides in in like your quirk factor, like DNA and shit like that. And that it's not, you know, you don't have to suspend too much disbelief for that situation. Like once you get the entirety of the bigger picture for it, you know what I mean? And and that was like the last point in My Hero Academia where I was like, all right, if something is like sketchy in this series at this point, like I'm just gonna fucking like chill and see what the fuck they do, because it's like there's been too many times where I've been like, I don't know about this, and then it's been, you know, well handled, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, and you can always say something's awkward at the time, like, hey, this feels a little off, you know, I don't know, it's really hard to speculate at this point, you know, but I'm gonna just do my best to kind of guess like the situation now. Whereas, you know, sometimes going full throttle, like, man, fuck this shit, I hate this, fuck. It's like,
that's a lot. That's a lot.
I think another thing about it is that, like, on the main show, the Jump show, right? Like, I feel like every other manga that we cover is just so fire right now, right? And not to say Black Clover's like awful right now. It's just, it's not amazing, like, holy shit, this is the coolest shit ever, where like Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, One Piece, you know, My Hero, I'd say My Hero is very good. I wouldn't say it's like incredible, but it has been incredible. There's been chapters this year with Hero that's been like, holy shit, it's finally popping so hard.
Yeah.
See, and like with Black Clover, it's something where like I don't want to say you have to like turn your brain off to read it, because I mean it's definitely a lot deeper than that, but I mean like comparatively to, you know, everything else right now that is alongside it in the magazine that you could tell is like actively working towards they're either working on a deconstruction of the shonen genre, trying to reinvent the shonen genre in some kind of way. Look at Chainsaw Man bringing in entirely new concepts and ways to tell a story to the magazine. You know what I mean? Like when it's surrounded by, you know, it's, you know, all of these things that it's competing against, you know what I mean? Like not like directly, but like kind of at the same time. Like Tabata obviously doesn't have beef with the other mangaka on the roster, but at the same time they're all in the same magazine performing differently, so there is a little bit of a competitive factor there, especially if Weekly Shonen Jump is axing the books that don't perform too well, you know what I mean? And when you take a look at it from that point, you have Black Clover over here who is it's definitely telling its own story the way that it wants to, you know what I mean? Like regardless of how we feel about Black Clover, like narratively and like thematically, you know, inside of its own story, it's not really doing anything wrong. Just because we don't like it doesn't necessarily mean like, who are we? You know what I mean? So if you look at it from like that point of view, like the bottom line that I have for Black Clover is just like, it becomes a lot more enjoyable when you stop comparing it to everything else in the magazine, which is hard for us to do because we're constantly reviewing things back to back to back. You know what I mean? But if you really just like kind of like isolate Black Clover and like, you know, don't think about how much better, you know, the Sukuna situation is than the Libe and Asta situation, you know what I'm saying? Like it becomes a lot easier to read Black Clover for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I just miss like, you know, the Witch Forest arc days of Black Clover, and it's like it's just I feel Zanel here saying I need more deaths in Black Clover, because that's true. Like from that point in the story,
motherfuckers.
Deaths in Black Clover would be fine, but I mean like deaths aren't necessary. Like if your author has another way to like bring tension and stakes to the series, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't like One Piece is something that is never you would think in 1,000-year or in a 1,000-chapter story with all of this shit going on in the background that there would be a lot more, you know, significant death than there is. But Oda has such an incredible framework of moving parts that have different, you know, peril and threat levels, like depending on like which route you take, that you have consequences in other forms than death. So that tension,
the stakes in One Piece
are there in One Piece regardless of it.
Comes from the weight of the events, I feel like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the weight of what would happen if they didn't complete the objective, you know. I don't know.
I mean, it's a big world scope. Like One Piece is an entire world with a government, and yes, like just once you have that framework laid out in like all the shady fucking like human trafficking and fucking, you know, whatever, all these different races discriminating against each other, and it's like sometimes you lose sight of that in One Piece because of, you know, the animation style and the comedic value, but it's like One Piece is deep and dark, like the Ohara fucking arc. You know, like it's like, or flashback, but it's like you fucking just sometimes forget about that. And
Tequila Wolf, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
one of the most terrifying scenarios ever. It's crazy. Yeah.
Pretty much every One Piece arc hinges on some type of oppression happening to somebody. The Luffy says, "I'm not fucking with this." And that's why he ends up beating somebody's ass. The fights in One Piece are the impetus to like the emotional impact of the events, not the main thing.
Very well said. And just to finish my point earlier about like stakes and like Black Clover, like I kind of like went off on a tangent about how you can have stakes without killing characters in your series, because you can, and I use One Piece as an example for that, and I'm definitely down to like move on to a One Piece related conversation. But just coming back around to Black Clover real quick, is that like if I thought that Tabata could like do stakes and like consequence and tension, you know, in his story without death, I would be like, just fucking do that. I would rather have him do that, because obviously he doesn't like killing characters. So like find another way to, you know, make your series like compelling on a level of, you know, worry for your main cast. Like you have to have that, especially if you have all of these threats throughout your series that you are, you know, touting as significant threats that people should be worried about. And it's like, that is cool, but it can't only exist on like a narrative level where your fodder characters and your main characters are the only ones that are ever worried about anything. Like the reader has to worry about things too. You want your threats to be believable. You want your threats to actually bring a level of uncertainty to the comic. Otherwise it kind of like removes you from the comic. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But
definitely
it does.
But I saw a cool question.
It's good.
Where did it go? We had an ad, and it's not lit up and bright anymore. I'm sorry about that, you guys. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna find it. No, I'm not. All right, sorry about that. But I mean, if you guys want to keep talking while I look for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, to keep on with, like, you kind of touched on this point a little bit earlier, Kiko, but like, has Black Clover earned its you know, like looking ahead a few chapters, you know what I mean? Like if there's a weird chapter in One Piece, I've heard someone say, like, if in One Piece anything you imagine about One Piece, right, Oda will do it better. You know what I mean? So like you're like in the middle of like some weirdness, and you're like, I don't know, could it go this way? Could it go this way? No, it's gonna go this way. That is so crazy. Like you can't even. You're not even there. You know what I mean? Like, and so like but I don't think Black Clover has necessarily earned it, even with all these chapters. You know what I mean? Like something weird happens, and you're like, is this going to be like super mind-blowingly cool?
It's got a very straightforward conflict path. You know
it's usually like kind of what you expected, or at least somewhere in the ballpark. Like, okay, that character's not going to die. That character is going to get beaten, or like, you know, I don't know.
But, I mean, Tabata hasn't earned that, you know, beyond the shadow of a doubt trust that Oda has, where, you know, it's like, okay, this is kind of weird right now, but like, Oda's finna do it to him, but so you don't know if Tabata's finna do it to him. The question I see a question. Self.
Oh, go ahead, Kiko.
Well, just real quick, it's like, honestly though, like the length of the story, I trust Gege with anything. Like I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna fucking ever question Gege.
Gege's never missed, and before Tabata missed. I thought he could do no wrong too.
I'm not gonna question either of these
You know what
guys.
I mean? Like before Black Clover like missed really bad for me, I was in that same camp that was just like, let Tabata cook, bro. You know what I'm saying? He can do no wrong. Like I was in that same field, but I mean, like experience. Like I was one of the biggest Black Clover stands I knew. Me and Kiko were pushing that agenda so hard when that shit came out from chapter 1.
People clowned us when the anime came out because that first episode was so
exactly.
That really hurt.
People were so mad at us. They were so mad.
Oh yeah. But that's a great point, because it isn't the length of the story. Because I know Chainsaw Man, there could be a weird chapter. I know it's going to be crazy awesome in one chapter later. You know what I mean? Tops. You know what I mean? Jujutsu Kaisen, it's only 120, 130 chapters or whatever, right? Like I know it's going to be phenomenal very soon. And those are short. So it's like, it's not the length.
With Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man, it's like the length, like when they impress you so much in such a short period of time, it almost carries the same level of credibility as, you know, a story that's been consistent for 300 chapters but hasn't really done anything too mind melting. You know what I'm saying? Like you have just as much reason to trust in authors that have exploded out of the gate in 50 to 70 to 100 chapters with amazing concepts, character writing, and world building that, you know, this motherfucker was ready to give us this. Like this was planned. This was not, you know, like this is something that means a lot. And all manga mean a lot to their creators. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the authors of stories that we don't care as much about don't care a lot about their stories, but it's just undeniable how like excited it obviously was for Gege Fujimoto and stories that exploded out of the gate, you know, with wild success, how excited they were and how much this story has meant to them for a really long time, that it's like when you blow my mind 20 times in 80 chapters, I have just as much faith in you to never let me down as someone who has just been consistent with no misses for 350 chapters. You know what I mean? So
So I'm wondering what you guys feel about this. What Yato said in the chat here. Do you guys feel that Horikoshi has earned it?
Yeah, I do personally.
I think this year for me he has. I have been a little hard on Hero in the past couple years, but like this year I think he's fully earned it for me.
I was almost entirely on board after My Villain Academia, but like My Villain Academia,
that was a low point for me.
What really? My Villain Academia was like the first time where I really like. I've always been fucking with My Hero Academia hardcore, but My Villain Academia was the first time where I was like, yo, this is really trying to be the best. You know what I mean? Like, this is really trying to be the best manga out in the last significant amount of time. You know what I mean?
I mean, I agree.
It's pretty damn good.
I agree mostly that Horikoshi deserves it in most.
You'll
areas.
agree a lot more once we get the fucking round table, politics scene. You know what I'm saying? Where they explain a lot of these political talk mysteries. About that. Yeah.
Exactly, because it's like, if after this fucking arc, we get a big opening of the entire world, and it doesn't have to be the globe, at least just the fucking country of Japan. Yeah. Like, I would love the globe, but it would feel awkward, I think, at this point with this many chapters. And this is the thing about Hero is that you can feel the long burn because the story does drag, right? Like, and drag might not be the right word, but it's like so much time to invest in all these characters that it's like, what am I doing with, fucking Oyama right now or fucking Hagakure? It's like it's nothing. Like it's like, even though it's like, hey, you're bending fucking light with fucking your invisibility or whatever. Like that shit's tight as hell. And I'm sure like Horikoshi will hit on all these characters that we've spent so much time with,
that we feel are underrepresented.
Underrepresented, exactly. And that's what happens when you fucking have a fucking story where it's like, I'm gonna have a literally 30, 40, 50 fucking characters that I'm going to all give a significant amount of time to, but then you're going to always have your top 5 to 10-ish that get the most of the time. And so like all those characters feel at least somewhat underrepresented when you invest so much in them, but then when your story just starts to take off, like things got to take a back burner, right? Like,
for sure. Once it's big, serious plot driving shit going on, like all of those like side characters that you want to see more from, that like necessity kind of like definitely gets relegated to a background position to let the plot move the way that it needs to. So and even in situations where you think that like a certain character would be a good fit for a certain scene, Horikoshi wanted to do something differently. So now you're salty at Horikoshi for not handling the series and characters the way that you want them to. And I feel like My Hero Academia is one where people get super hyper overly invested in these characters because there's so many and there's so many interesting ones, and a lot of them have a lot of potential but just haven't been like focused on in a long time. So you get these huge stands inside of the community that are like, I need more Aoyama, and then you get a scene of him being creepy in a window with cheese at 3 a.m.
Why
you're like,
bring up my guy?
We always got this.
I got a cloud Aoyama, bro.
My guy.
Somebody should have
called the police on my guy. There's plenty of other people.
All right, then fuck Zero then.
Yo.
Now what?
No. Why don't you say fuck the rock?
Mineta.
The rockhead is Cementos?
No, the Kota.
Oh.
Kota, that's my man's.
He's the traitor.
Out of here. You don't
he's
like
the traitor.
Kota.
No, Kota's the traitor. So
I
like,
fuck with
he's
Anna
about to be
Voice,
tight.
but like his character, obviously, I wish that there was a little bit more on. But I mean, like we got a cool chapter
like
that kind of we got a cool chapter that kind of fleshed Kota out a little bit, gave us a little bit more development on his end. I think he comes from like like a chill family, or aren't they poor or some shit too? I don't know.
I don't.
We got some pathos for Kota, bro.
Yeah.
But hey, okay, I found a cool question. Found a cool question. My question is, any plans on Undead Unluck going to the main show? This is a great question.
We've gotten it before.
A lot of people have asked us this question if we could cover Undead Unluck on the main YouTube show. I don't want to say that it's like never gonna happen, but like as of right now, like we really like the vibe that the primary YouTube show has and the vibe that the Patreon show has. And the vibe that the Patreon show has, I feel like has to maintain, this storytelling quality inside of its analysis, because it's like we kind of charge for that show. You know what I mean? So it's like,
well, I'll say this,
so it's like if we take Undead Unluck, which is like one of the best discussions that we have weekly, and put it on our main YouTube show, then what do we sub out for it? Black Clover. Yeah, let's throw Black Clover on the Patreon show. You know what I mean?
I'll say this then, maybe as like a glimmer of hope for the people. I'll ask you this: what if, because I've heard I don't know, maybe some rumors, I guess, that Chainsaw Man is going to end soon. So
I mean, that's just
if it does.
Oh, dude, if it does, then that's actually
shifting Undead Unluck to the main show and finding a new one for the Patreon roster.
Yeah.
He's like, hell no, shut the fuck up.
No. You're kind of spitting right now though, because if Chainsaw Man does end in like 6 chapters, sorry, Jin. If it does end in like 6 chapters, then like what are we gonna do? You know what I mean? I haven't even thought about like that, like what we're gonna do if we I don't even think we've had that conversation.
It happens.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be another 8 at least.
Yeah. Kaizo said add Dr. Stone to the main show.
Dr. Stone? Dr. Stone's going on Patreon.
Yeah.
Because like if we like, okay, let's say we
need some lit discussions.
Well, here's the thing. Yes, we need lit discussions, but like let's say we add Dr. Stone, the science manga. You know what I'm saying? At least me and Nick are like super hardcore into science to a certain degree. So it's like
I enjoy that aspect of it too. And I was super upset when they like toned it back a lot, because at a certain point the author really toned back the scientific process explanation.
Yeah.
And I was kind of disappointed about that. But the editors were probably like, yo, you gotta chill.
You're doing too much right now. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson's like, keep it going, I'll buy every volume.
You're teaching kids to make wine out here. You gotta tone it down a bit.
Oh yeah, for real.
But no, like, okay, so like that could be a really long conversation just because of how much there is to that world and like how like interested we are in like the physics aspect of it. So I mean, like I can totally see us having like a tangential like discussion about them building a motorcycle right now. You know what I mean? In Dr. Stone, like, and it just being like, like our weekly Shonen Jump, our regular YouTube show is already like pushing 4 hours. So it's like if we add Dr. Stone, then we'd have to take something away. And I just don't want to take anything away from YouTube. I don't know if you guys do either, but
no.
Yeah, I feel like the YouTube show is like really like
it's well-rounded. I think it's well-rounded.
I think it's well-rounded.
Yeah, well-rounded. Yeah, exactly. And you got to have, some equal distribution between the two channels or the two shows, because like, we're covering 4 manga right now, and it's going to be 5 with Dr. Stone. But I mean, Jigokuraku's in the same place as fucking Chainsaw Man. Like, you feel like those will end within 20 to 30 chapters. Like, or it could be 5, it could be 10. I mean, I don't really think Jigokuraku's going to end in 10, but like Chainsaw Man, you just never fucking know. Like Fujimoto, you end next week, and you're just like, all right, well.
Oh damn, Kaizoku just posted something.
In issue number 48 of Weekly Shonen Jump magazine, it has been announced that the Chainsaw Man manga will enter the super climax. Jin, are you listening? Listen to me, Jin. It will enter the super climax of its story in the next issue of the magazine, which goes on sale this 9th of November. In addition, today in a podcast by the Spanish publisher Norma. It was revealed that the manga could be close to its end.
No!
Oh my god.
I mean, Fire Punch is, 88 chapters or something. Like this was to be expected. Like
you haven't seen that, have you yet, Eagle? He hasn't seen Nick's face zoom. That probably ended his shit, bro. He's crying.
Dude, oh my god.
Damn.
And it's hot as fuck, so I'm like sweating.
Dude, it's super hot. Like it's like 70 degrees at night right now in Minnesota. That's so crazy.
It's so nice.
When it was just like 30 fucking degrees like 5 days ago.
He said,
dude, when the first time he did that shit, like the other day, like when we like first met up in Discord, he did that shit, and I was like, bro, I need that technology. But
Hatsumeme out here.
Yeah, zoom. That's a really cool fact, Kaizoku. Thank you very much for that information.
Dude, I love the information, but you're breaking my heart here. Oh my god.
Yeah. Hey, Seamus.
Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger.
Seamus,
I don't know.
Seamus Nova is like the funniest person who fucking comments on our fucking shit, bro. Why Fuko pulled out the piece last chapter and she's already more useful than Mai.
It's just facts. I mean, one bullet a day. Like, what is that?
That is something that I gotta take my hat off to Tozuka for, because, bro, that fucking scene in the newest Undead Unluck chapter, I think it is, or maybe it's the last, or no, I think it is the newest one. The newest one where Fuko, just a whole different vibe out of nowhere, bro. Like, grabbed, I don't even remember what the scene was, but she took something from old girl and then pulled the blicky out like in one fell swoop, like all motions on one panel.
Up the blicky.
Yeah, and that shit
got
pointed.
The Red Dead Redemption 357 big boy long.
Yo, I still have not finished that fucking game, dude. I'm lacking so
What?
hard.
Ghost of Tsushima?
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, you blew it on Ghost and Red
I'm like
Dead, bro.
such a lazy, like irresponsible.
Yeah,
piece
you
of
suck.
shit. Like I start games and don't finish them so much. Like it's crazy, dude. Like I need to.
It's just a game, son. It's okay.
I was gonna say that description makes you that. Yeah, that's it. That's I just don't finish my games. I'm the worst person to ever exist. On par with bad other
Question from Asakura Flow. Oh yeah, would y'all make a monthly manga podcast? Blue Exorcist, World Trigger, etc. I like that idea. I was actually just talking with Kiko actually not too long ago because we read UQ Holder, One Punch Man, other monthly series, Platinum End, Kimono GN, yeah,
Witch Hat Atelier,
yeah. We want to do it's in the talks. It is in the talks, but I have no idea on what an ETA for something like that would look like. It's definitely just like in the inception phase right now. But if you want updates on things like that, join our Discord, follow us on Twitter. That's where people are going to see things first. So
is the thing too, like the things that come out monthly and it's
not official, so they're on awkward release schedules. You know what I'm saying? So like we might get a new chapter of like fucking Platinum End, you know what I'm saying, on like X manga site, well actually I think Platinum End might be official somewhere, but I just don't read it officially, but yeah, we might get just for the sake of argument, we might get a new Platinum End chapter on like the fucking 11th or some shit, but then like Witch Hat Atelier is on like the 19th, and then like the fucking Boruto, Dragon Ball Super, like whatever, those all come out like on different dates and shit. So it's gonna be really hard organizing something like that. But who knows, man? Like we might just do like one big quarterly show where we just talk about like all the tight shit that happened in those manga in like the last like quarter. You know what I mean? So it could be something like that. But that's a really cool question.
Yeah, I mean, I wish Sinbad no Boken had fucking consistent release somewhere.
Swear.
That's still coming out too. Like it's like there's a lot of these, if it's not fucking Shueisha, you can't get it officially. And
Kodansha has official means somewhere. I think maybe Crunchyroll has some of their manga.
Oh, you're right. I
think Crunchyroll has some Kodansha manga, but they've been teasing an app for like a year and a half. You know what I mean?
I need that.
Bro, official Tokyo Revengers, official, yes.
No, we need it.
Yes. Fucking official Ashidaka Iron Hero, official fucking My Home Hero, official fucking bro. Ooh. Imagine that shit, bro. That'd be fucking lovely. Schnooty, fuck Goku. Yeah, that's right, but fuck you too.
What? No, chill.
No, because he's talking about like I think he's basically just saying like fuck where Dragon Ball is at right now.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, Dragon Ball Super, like what,
yeah.
No, not for me. But yeah, I think if we ever could just I really want to do them. We've been talking about a monthly show, we really have, but it's just.
It's a lot to think about right now because we just like settled into like a brand new like content scope structure, like schedule wise. You know what I mean? So it's like the future is infinite possibilities really for Project Manga, just because like it's such a deep medium, you know what I mean? We could really evolve this in a multitude of different ways. But
we could do monthly manga podcasts. We could even branch out into like shit. I'm trying to start reading Western comics, man. We could start.
Wait a minute.
Podcast. Hold on, bro.
Wait a minute. What'd you say?
Hold on, bro. I've been wanting to get into Western comics for the longest. You know this.
I think I recommended you like Captain America White.
Cat Path. Yeah. The Cat Path, and I never started it like a fucking bum. Dude. I'm telling you, bro.
Dude, it's daunting, bro. Like honestly, Western comics is a very like something that one of the first things I had to learn how to do, like coming out of like prepubescence and like going into like actual like internet, like fandom communities and shit, is that like Western comics are a lot, and it's a really big mountainous like obstacle, you know what I mean, that is very very, very sinister and ominous, you know what I mean? Like it's tough to like try to get into Western comics. So one of the first things you have to learn how to do is just like understand that not everyone is going to have the that urge and that curiosity to just dive into it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I like people have told me that I'm still waiting 15 years to start reading fucking Western comics, and it's like I just don't. I'm just like, whenever you get to it, man, it's not going anywhere, bro. You know, fucking Kiko, for example. I tried to give him fucking X-Men like 10 years ago, and he fucking read like 7 chapters. It was like,
hell no. First of all, I started way back in the 60s reading that Vanisher shit, and then I fucking read a bunch of the shit out of the 80s.
Hey,
you know,
Yato said post him some links. He'll peep some Westerns. Hey,
I got you.
Hey,
I got you.
Noxie got the bag for you. I'm telling you.
Big old
He's
fucking
got the
Christmas
Duffy.
bag.
He's deep in
I
the
got
Duffy.
the Duffy.
With it.
I got the Felix the Cat JanSport. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm. Here you go. Yeah.
It's very daunting though. It's just like
it's a lot.
Where do you start? Like it's just like you just pick something. You could just like draw out of a hat like where to pick and where to start and just start reading whatever. Like, but
need you a guy like me to tell you where to start based on your interests.
Sure. Like I read the the Thanos quest, and I read the fucking Death of X, and like I read some of the things you gave me, but like I'm just a manga reader. I just like to start at chapter 1 and read chapter 2, then 3, and then
start in the Ultimate Universe. That is my anyone out there, real quick, PSA from Noxie. If you are adamant about getting into Western comic books because you don't know where to start and writers are all over the place, continuities are a joke, and things seem like they don't matter, there is a path that you can connect the dots for inside of the 616 regular Marvel or regular DC continuities. But then there's also like side timelines where they have like linear storytelling paths. One of the most notable ones is the Ultimate Universe inside of Marvel, which gives you modern retellings of classic superhero stories, and they all follow one continuous 1 through however many storytelling paths. So it's the most seamless transition from manga to comic books that I can recommend people right now. So yeah, can't go wrong with Spider-Man or X-Men inside of that. But
hey, Shiloh said link him a good Spider-Man comic.
I got you, say the least. Read Invincible too. Invincible can't go wrong there. That's one story.
Yeah, they said
that's
Saga
Image
too.
Yeah, Saga, that's Image too. Like all the Image shit, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't have like crossover, multiversal like situations, you know what I'm saying? It's literally just the start of the book and the end of the book and everything in between.
Yeah,
so.
like Barika Mihawk said, all self-contained.
All self-contained, yeah, for sure.
Good question from Snooty though. Like,
that
have we considered covering any Seinen manga?
Okay. So here's the thing about Seinen manga. Seinen manga right now exists pretty much. I would love that too. Dude.
He's like,
I'm all about that. Project Seinen coming soon. No, I'm kidding. But like, hey, hold on. But but I mean, like Seinen manga right now is kind of relegated to our Patreon exclusive book club that we have right now, and that's not a Seinen exclusive line of content, but like we're more prone to cover Seinen stories because of how shonen centric our primary media situation is. You know what I mean? So we do Weekly Shonen Jump on YouTube, Twitch, all over the place. You know what I mean? And it's like obviously we read more than that. A lot of people at this point feel like we don't, which I guess is understandable. They just assume we don't. But no, we read all types of shit. Fuck with us on Patreon. We have a book club. And we will once a month take a manga title that you may or may not have heard of before. We give a review of its first volume, and then there's a special Discord channel for patrons subscribed at that level to talk about the manga as you make your way through it with us in chat. So that is the best thing that we have right now. But like I said, the future is so
limitless.
Thank you for completing my thought there. Great question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So let's see.
Golden Kamui, huh? Yeah, tell man.
Yeah.
Golden Kamui. I talked a lot of shit about that. This goes back to what I talked a whole bunch of shit about Golden Kamui, bro. But it was half serious, half troll. Like I would make fun of Golden Kamui in a way that I knew would get my questions answered. Sure. But I just went a trolly way about asking questions. Like, why is this dude fucking a deer?
Extreme.
Yeah.
It's extreme.
I've seen pictures of a dude fucking a bear.
Yeah. It's like I'm pretty sure I saw a panel of a dude literally ejaculating on people. So it's like,
yep. And there's like a dude who wears
clothing made in like a helicopter. In like a helicopter, he was like all over the crowd. Yeah, bro, it was crazy.
That to me is like
I don't know if it was a crowd. It was just a I don't know if it was just a panel of like a dude with his dick in his hand.
I don't know about this one.
and
some get Chris Hansen in here.
But it's so Bariqua Mihak in the chat asked like, what's the elevator pitch for Golden Kamui, right? I mean, like, it's a third cooking, a third just like mystery, like going through this like hunt for gold or whatever, and a third what was the other third? Cooking, historical, like Ainu culture, you know what I mean? Like you get all the shit, and mostly it's like this, gold hunt, right? So like the main character, this is in the period just after the Russo-Japanese War. So it's like a very underrepresented time period in historical fiction, right? On the first place, and like the main character is just like this badass soldier. He's chilling. He hears this dude talking about like all this gold and shit. And he's like, oh, tell me more or whatever. And the guy's like, oh, like, yeah, he's like drunk. He's like, oh, this dude in this prison, like he tattooed a bunch of people and he tattooed pieces of a map on them, right? And like you put all the skins together, if you skin these motherfuckers and put all the skins together and make a map, you can find this huge amount of Ainu gold.
Which is very like Prison Break vibes to me. If you guys ever saw like the show Prison Break, because he's got the fucking whole like prison like blueprint like tattooed on his body.
On his back,
he wants to like his whole body. Fucking Wentworth Miller's got like from the fucking like chin to the ankles.
Right.
Fucking tattoos.
Anyway,
yeah.
It turns out this dude like has one of he ends up taking off his shirt somehow and like, oh, he has this like literal tattoo, and it's like, oh shit, like this gold is real. So then it's just this hunt for of several different parties, like Hijitaka Toshizo or whatever, right? Like that famous Japanese samurai or whatever, right? Like he in this time period he's actually dead, but this is an alternate history where he's alive. He's trying to make a new country on Hokkaido. There's this like military group that's like trying to like basically do a fascist coup against Japan or whatever. So there's like all these conflicting groups. It's just fucking lit, dude. Like just watch the first episode on Crunchyroll or something, and then go read the manga, because the manga art is fantastic.
Yeah, art
the characters
goes
fantastic,
crazy.
but it is brutal, right? Like you got people wearing human skin, you got tons of blood, gore, guts, everything. Like it's intense, but it's really good.
I've heard that it's got a very JoJo's Bizarre Adventure vibe, but without like the like Hirohiko Araki like fashion sense, and like not as magical. But like it's that like, same similar like intensity and like eccentric
and like extreme, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So shout out to Mello Yenis, good homeboy of ours. Welcome to the stream, bro. Glad that you could pull up for it. He says love Golden Kamui. If you guys remember Mello, he guested on a couple of our Weekly Shonen Jump reviews on YouTube. Incredible opinions, incredible takes, incredible analysis. Can't wait to have him back. But
yes, he was Sugimoto the Immortal.
Yes, and his icon for his face cam, kind of like I have Yuji, Kiko has Hanzo, Eagle has Sanji, and Nick has Saiki Kusuo. Mello had a Sugimoto the Immortal icon for his face cam, and he has been pushing Golden Kamui for a very long time. He was actually the first person that I heard of that series from. So what is up, Mello? Good to see you, bro.
What's up, Mello?
Yes.
Fuck
so yeah, I mean, I think that other seinen manga that like it seems like anyone that I read has been like monthly. Like I mean, but I don't know. Like a couple of these guys have put me onto some things. It's like when we did our manga recommendations, the very first one that's on YouTube. I read, like My Home Hero. That shit was super fucking butt clinchy the whole fucking time. Like those. I would like to definitely get into that eventually too, but it's just like, when are we gonna have? It's like that's just another day of the week,
right.
Like it's
time,
so hard. It's so hard
time is the thing, right? Because it's like, man, it's like obviously we're super hardcore, like try hard manga nerds that want to talk about this shit all day, every day. But obviously, life is a thing, in a lot of different areas for us. You know what I mean? Like life is very significant as far as like work, children, family, things like that. But I feel like right now we have a lot of content coming out for a group of individuals that like don't have a lot of time or extra time on their hands outside of this. So that is something that like we're very proud of. But also like it feels so weird knowing that we have so many ideas and like you have to like trim them down to like the most practical. You know what I mean? Like I have this huge web or like tree of like creative possibilities for Project Manga, and a lot of my time comes from deciding which ones are worth it. You know what I mean? And like a lot of the times that means cutting out some that could be the most fun because it doesn't really make sense according to the analytics that I study. So it comes down to like time versus, you know, like audience feedback. So if you want to see something on Project Manga, the best thing,
support them.
Well, sure, yeah, support for sure, because that's the
watch them.
That's the beeline to freeing up more time. But
yeah,
that's what I went.
Yeah,
that's what I really meant by saying that.
Oh yeah, for sure, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, like that just goes with like anything, you know what I mean? Like that's been my philosophy, like since I understood like where the internet was like going, like when it first started like booming with new internet personalities and all of these platforms that you could use to become a celebrity or something like that. I'm just like, holy shit, you can do anything on the internet now. And obviously I started obsessing myself with internet-based TV, essentially, manga reviews, anime live reactions, you know what I'm saying? How to build DIY, like how to do this, like all types of fucking YouTube shit that we know that we're always constantly looking up. And you start like thinking about it and it's like, sure, you know, you get paid for, you know, your content once you like reach a certain level of like notoriety on the internet. But like up until that point, it's like, how do people justify this intense workload, you know, without, you know, being, you know, without making a living off of it, you know what I mean? And it's just, it comes down to like passion and like, you know, dedication to it. And obviously like things like that. But like when it comes down to it, it's like, you're not really making all the content you want until you have all the time in the world to make that content. So you can't get to that point until you have an established like foundation of content that's bringing in a substantial amount of revenue so that you can afford to cut out other money making activities that your fucking money or that your time is taken up by. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like if you like things, you want to see it continue and you want to see it evolve, support it, basically, is the philosophy that Eagle I think was going into. But yeah,
and I mean, I'll just say this, like, as long as we're kind of along this note of like, you know, the workload and shit.
Yeah,
Noxie is a fucking animal.
Who me?
I don't know when he sleeps. I don't know when he sleeps.
He's a fucking animal.
Doesn't sleep.
Like
this is the Shikaku Jinchuriki. He doesn't sleep.
Blackbeard.
No, or Blackbeard too. Yeah, that too.
Crazy. Hey man, it's energy powder. If you guys have peeped our, newest Lost Tapes episodes.
What color is that powder?
Have you guys ever wanted to know what cocaine felt like, but didn't want to do actual cocaine? Try this new energy powder. It's actual cocaine, but we just don't call it that. I think that's what
green.
I said.
It's green.
I got a package over here somewhere.
Banger off your desk and you'll be all right.
It's literally like an energy supplement that you just like drop in your mouth and then like let it absorb through the membranes in your like tongue and like cheeks and shit, and then it like zaps you with energy. But that's my secret for those who were wondering. But thank you for the shout out.
Sensu beans.
That.
Yeah. Well, shit. I mean, maybe we should go.
I want to talk about Undead Unluck, dude. I want to talk about Undead Unluck, man, because Schnooty's here, which I normally don't care about, but you know, Undead Unluck is like our thing, kind of. It's the only thing keeping our friendship alive at this point.
Y'all are cute.
So, like, but Undead Unluck, man, fucking. And you want to know what? I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think the next episode of One Shots that we do you guys want to do like an Undead Unluck related topic? I think that would be sick. Yeah. I think that'd be super sick.
Be super sick.
Yeah.
I feel like now recently with the I mean, we're allowed to be spoilering here, right? Like, you know, y'all listen to us if you don't want to hear Undead Unluck stuff, close your ears, I guess. But like with the loop aspect, right? Now we've reached an entirely new phase because I feel like the first, 30 chapters were very good, like super good, and like so much throwing back to like Hunter, level of energy system and just like thought and shit. But now the loop aspect, it's a whole new ballgame. And like now, like shit can really get crazy and like, ooh, so excited.
This newest chapter even is, I mean, we got to talk about that tomorrow, but like this week's chapter, like is just so fucking.
Oh, that is tomorrow.
Man. Yeah, that's
my god.
We do something basically like every day this week. In these next 2 weeks, it's like we literally have something going on just about every day.
Okay. So
how are we gonna fit a Seinen podcast in?
Yeah, okay. So announcements. There are some important announcements that we have. So for those of you who don't know, you guys know Roger's Base, obviously. He's been having like a best manga of 2020 like tournament bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like on his Twitter. And he invited us to judge it along with 9 other content creators inside of the community. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be November 10th. So basically, we are going to go through the winners and losers brackets of Rogers Base's Best Manga 2020 tournament.
What time is that? 12 p.m. PST?
I think it's 12 EST, November 10th. So if you guys want to...
PST.
Oh, PST. 12 PST on November 10th.
2 CST.
So wait, what time is that? What time is that for us?
10 EST.
It's 2 p.m. here and 3
It's 2 p.m. here? Oh my God. I thought it was
here.
like way earlier than that. Okay.
2 p.m. here.
This man can't tell time or read a map.
Nope. All right. Anyway, so we got that stream.
Sleeps.
We got that stream. That's going to be sick. And then we also have AnitubeCon 2020 Winter. If you guys remember AnitubeCon from the summer, it was a live streamed anime convention that we and some other Twitch and YouTube based anime and manga related content creators came together for to bring a live streamed anime convention to you guys last summer. We're running that back, and we have decided that we were going to do a twice annually online convention in the form of AnitubeCon. This time we're coming back for winter, and it's going to be on paper right now. It should be 10 times better than the last one. The last one was incredibly successful and a whole lot of fun. We raised about $2,500 across Black Lives Matter and COVID charities. In the last AnitubeCon, we'll have similar charities going for AnitubeCon 2020 Winter. But we are also hosting our own Project Manga Awards, the first annual Project Manga Awards, which sounds similar to the Best Manga 2020 tournament bracket that Rogers Base has going on right now. But essentially the way that we took it is we're going to be taking, like, we really want to do it like an award show, you know what I'm saying? Not just Best Manga 2020, but like best character. Oh, sure.
Yeah. I've been killing this shit to some buddies of mine.
Go crazy.
Basically,
To somebody's of mine. I've been practicing.
Noxie released a giant Twitter thread of different categories that we're assessing, like, you know, best character introduction, best arc, best fight, whatever, what have you. And he has people retweet with their nominations. We're going to take the best or the most,
which I've seen most of you've already done in our chat.
Yeah.
The most popular nominations. We're going to put them into a private poll where people will vote, and not, you know, you can't see the results, obviously. And then we're going to announce the winners on the award show.
Yes, sir. And that's going to be fucking sick. So actually, you want to know what? Since we're here and we're fucking talking about it, man, I'm just going to go through the thread. And I'm going to tell you all of the categories that we have.
Categories, yes.
Show.
Yeah.
They're lit.
It's good. It's good. And it's good. So it'll be the last event. So like AnitubeCon 2020 Winter is going to be December 11th and December 12th. We might have things going on that Sunday on the 13th, but the core convention is going to be the 12th or the 11th and the 12th. And Saturday night of the convention, the last panel will be our Project Manga Awards. So as far
Fujimoto
as
is my uncle. Just responding to Seamus real quick.
As far as the award categories go, we have Was that me? Was that because I was so like animated for a sec, or did you like see a funny comment? Oh, okay, my bad.
Well, that shit took me out. I don't know why. That shit was funny as hell.
All right.
We have
the categories are Best New Character. This is an award for a series that started in 2019 or earlier. We are awarding the best new character that debuted in that series this year. Best Main Character Performance. Best Current Story Arc. Best World Building. Best Paneling. Best Female Lead. Best Volume Covers. Best Monologue. Best Comedy. Best Villain Performance. Best Supporting Character. Best New Series or Rookie of the Year. Best Fight. Best Double Page Spreads. Best Character Development. Best Character Growth / Progression. And Best Manga of 2020.
Fuck yeah.
So
just gonna be so lit. Like, I love like all those categories. It's
yes.
like so cool. Like, best paneling. You know, it's like so cool to think about.
Shallow says performance. I'm assuming it means the villain one. Like basically a fight. I'm sure that's centered around
like best villain performance.
Think an actor. You know what I mean?
Centered around their entire relevance inside of the story in this entire year of 2020. You want to say it's Shiggy. You want to say it's Shiggy, but here's the thing. Here's the thing about my old girl Makima and old girl and Mahito's even giving Shiggy
Mahito
is giving Shigaraki a run for his money. See. So as you can see, it's already going to be a very turned up conversation. So tune in December 12th. I don't know. We don't have the schedule like set up yet, but just follow the AnitubeCon like Twitter account, and like that's where you could fuck with us in our Discord, or follow us on like Twitter even, and like
follow the official Twitter account for Project Manga.
Project Manga OFC. I mean, it's on the screen there, but AnitubeCon is like at AnitubeCon, I think is the handle. But like you'll find it, like you can't miss it. You know what I'm saying? So follow that if you want updates on it. I'll get the schedule made like pretty soon here because it's coming up in like a month. But like nominations are like closing for the award show like tonight or tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because I want like I want no less than a month of voting on the nominations before the award show, right? Okay. So if the award show is December 12th, then voting or nominating is going to stop November 12th. So it's November 4th right now. So you have
like a week.
Yeah, like a week to nominate, to continue nominating, and then we'll move to the voting phase. And then you guys will vote until we announce the winners on our award show. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
I gotta say, Asakura Flow said a very nice thing or whatever. All those categories already better than the Crunchyroll Awards. You know what I mean? And I really apprate that.
What were the Crunchyroll Awards? Thank you. They do it every year.
I mean, it's like best anime, best soundtrack, best animation, that kind of stuff. Best MC, best girl. But like, I just really appreciate that. I just really appreciate that. Thank you.
That's love.
That's
love.
super love. But see, like when I was making the award title list, I was thinking of time. And I was thinking of like, obviously you want to do like best waifu, best bromance, like you want to do like all those funny and fun ones, but like we wanted to keep it like the most relevant like analytical topics, or award titles, you know what I'm saying? Like things that you can really dive deep and have a good discussion about once it comes to talking about that title, you know what I'm saying? Like obviously we could talk for 5 hours about waifus, I guess, if we want, but like, I don't know, I'd rather talk about the structure and framework of like manga storytelling, you know what I mean? So that was kind of the philosophy behind that. But I'm sure that actually Legend D Vash at Anime Lately is doing like 2020 Anime Lately Awards. I'm sure they'll have like waifu stuff, and things like that on their award show. So that'll be going down the same convention. So that'll be really fucking cool too. We also have a drunk Dragon Ball trivia. If you guys ever peeped our our drunk One Piece trivia on our YouTube channel, it'll be essentially the same thing as that, but like for Dragon Ball. So that'll be cool. If you guys have any like,
be lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be super lit. So like basically the idea behind it is like you guys will all submit trivia questions that are gonna go to our like guy in the chair for Project Manga. His name's LKF Ashes. He's probably in the chat right now. If you are, what's going on, bro? Good to see you.
He's been here.
He's here? Okay, great. What's up?
He's been here.
He's been chilling.
Okay, so you basically send your Dragon Ball related questions to LKF Ashes Twitter inbox, which I believe is at Love Kitten Fight. I don't know. Just go to our fucking Twitter and find the post.
That's it.
But yeah, you send your questions to him, and then he doesn't show us, and then he reads the questions to us during the trivia, and then we have to drink as punishment for wrong answers. So like that's a really fun time. We got like buzzers and shit. I mean, like Kiko will tell you all about it, but like we have buzzers and shit for answering questions, and it's like a whole show. So like that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm getting the motherfucking air horn this time and a megaphone, and I'm about to be screaming into my shit. I'm getting called on this time. But I gotta say,
hold on, where's my buzzer at?
Seamus is spitting some heat in here.
What's Seamus saying?
I just want to confirm this is true. Like Crunchyroll Awards picked Nezuko as the best voice actress.
I mean, I think that was based on votes, right? Like community polls, I think was what it was.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
That's true.
I don't know.
that doesn't make any sense. Okay.
Nick does not approve. But yes, that was the Crunchyroll Awards, though. Yeah,
she spoke at one point, though, didn't she?
Yeah, spoke at one point is not enough to win you a Best Voice Actress award, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That was fucking blasphemy. But hey, here's the thing.
Impactful, though.
See, here's the thing about our award show is that like obviously like it's based on popularity or whatever, I guess, because like we're asking like the internet who like
it's public opinion, baby.
It's not even close to objective on the internet. It's like niggas will fucking like see a question like that and be like, I'm just gonna pick the one that I know, you know what I mean, or the one that I like the best, you know what I mean. Like they don't like sit and think about it. They just pick the series that they stand. So like a lot of these like answers on the award show like might, you know, piss y'all off, I guess. I don't know. But ultimately, like we're for each category inside of the award show, we're going to say what the public voted, and then we're going to go through with our takes like after that. You know what I mean? So like it'll be cool in that regard. But
it'll be more than just here's the winner and no explanation.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we can't really explain everybody's points and why they voted them, but we're going to explain at least how we feel. And I think that I mean, I would assume we're going to agree. I mean, I guess like Seamus said here, I mean, like Four Tricks clearly is number one for the best character performance, and then Makima and Mahito
best new character, number two, best villain performance. It's all the way.
Yeah,
I mean, he's literally shitting on everybody from here.
So yeah, we'll do Project Manga 2020 first annual Project Manga Awards. And then we'll do Drunken One Piece trivia. And then we're also organizing a fan art contest. So any fan artists that are watching this right now or will eventually be watching this on like YouTube once we set it up as a premiere on our YouTube channel. Once we hold on, where's that going? Okay. Award show, Drunk One Piece, and then fan art contest. Okay, thank you. Yeah. So any fan artists out there, go to the AnitubeCon Twitter. And you will see that we are organizing a fan art contest. We already have a bunch of amazing artists that are involved in it. But basically, we're taking one volume cover, one color spread from specific manga titles. And the artists have to redraw that volume cover or color spread or color spread. You can compete for both prizes, but you have to redraw the volume cover and redraw the color spread in your style. In your own style. So you basically just recreate the image, and then the winner of the volume cover fan art competition is going to win Berserk Volume 1 Deluxe Edition. And that's a hitter. That's a hitter. Both the prizes are heat. I got it too. Both the prizes are heat. But the color spread competition, the artist who wins that is going to win the One Piece Color Walk Compendium #1. So it's basically just a One Piece art book, a giant One Piece art book that covers everything from like East Blue to like Sky Pia, I think is in the first.
If you don't know what a color walk is, you know, come on.
Hey man, you know I'm thorough. You know I'm thorough, man. But yes, okay.
Reading One Piece, you better look at a color walk. God damn it.
Yeah, Berserk Volume 1 Deluxe Edition and One Piece Color Walk Compendium #1 are on the line for the fan art competition. If you would like to enter, you definitely still have time. Just go to the AnitubeCon official Twitter account, retweet the tweet that announces the competition with the hashtag ATC2020art, and you are in the running. And then you will see the volume cover. I believe the volume cover that artists have to redraw is My Hero Academia Volume 27, which is Hawks versus Sadman's Parade. And the color spread is Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 107, which is like one of the only double page color spreads that we've gotten inside of Jujutsu Kaisen. It's the one with like everyone in the Shibuya incident on it. And it's got like Maki like with her hand on Megumi's thigh looking like she's about to fucking launch him into orbit. So like, yeah, it's that one. But
tell you right now, I'm getting last place right now. Last place. Here it is. No,
but yeah, that's just the Project Manga related content in AnitubeCon this convention. So we're going in with a lot of talented content creators, artists, Twitch streamers.
Fuck yeah, dude!
And it's gonna be a great time. The full schedule will be out soon, and you guys can know all of the panels that we have that we're going to be doing. There's gonna be 12 panels total. And then a video gaming tournament, a fan art contest, and then Discord related, events and games and community based stuff.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans inside basically, the official AnitubeCon Discord channel. So
the next couple months up until the end of this year is going to be
you feel? You know what I'm saying? Yeet. Yeah. All right. Yeah. But yeah, man, super excited for that. I don't know if you guys have anything else you guys wanted to talk about. I definitely have a lot more I want to talk about with Weekly Shonen Jump.
This has just been like a lit ass like discussion stream about like the future and shit of Project Manga.
Well,
we've been talking about manga too now.
We've just been chilling with the gang, bro. Like this has been a lit ass stream, bro. This is oh yeah.
Honestly, I like doing this too. Honestly, just sitting here reading chat, interacting with you guys. That's my favorite. Honestly,
fuck yeah, dude.
It's the best.
We should maybe try and go out on a topic here.
Well, sure, and we're about to, but like I just want to say, like One Shots is like literally like the show that we created for like chat interaction and community interaction, like live on camera. You know what I'm saying? Like normally, like for the first while, we had like a bunch of like really cool like series based, you know what I mean, like topic ideas. You know, like for the first thing we did was like Chainsaw Man anime expectations. Then we went into like discussing each role of the Straw Hat Pirates and Jujutsu Kaisen related discussions. We've had a couple like really cool My Hero Academia best quirks like for IRL usage. You know what I mean? Like we had a lot of amazing conversations here, but they're like tie-in style topics for One Shot so far, or at least they have been. But this kind of conversation that we're having right now, where we just kind of like shoot the shit and talk about like current events in Weekly Shonen Jump and just the future of our brand, like that's how like One Shots is kind of going to go like regularly, like whenever we don't have a really cool, really fun topic for a specific.
I feel like we should at least do it like every so often, every few months. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like just talk about current Jump. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. But if we ever think of a really quirky, you know what I'm saying, like idea for a specific topic, like we'll have that here too. But this is like obviously those topics run out. You know what I mean? And this is a consistent show. So like eventually you'll get a lot more of these kind of conversations from One Shot. So yeah. What's up? What's up, Kiko? You look like you just smelled something
I just gotta say, you know when you cut the tree down and you just got the stump?
Yeah.
That's what Sean's got on his Timbs, just the stump. That shit is fake as hell. Fake his Timbs out, bro.
Sean got fake Timbs? I knew it. You're a fraud.
He's got a bag of weed on the side of his Timbs
mad
right
because
now.
Sean said Kiko's got fake Timbs.
Oh, I saw that picture you put on Twitter. Those were some off-brand Timbs, weren't they?
Yeah.
He went to go get him.
I'm about to go get a beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
He went to go get him. He's gonna bring him with his gun too. He's gonna show him with the gun in the background. He's gonna have the all black Timbs on the head.
My shit is it's hard to like.
See? Nah, turn some more lights on, G. Nah, I don't see no tree, G. No, grab a mag light and a magnifying glass.
Screen. What the fuck is you talking about? Shiloh says.
Oh, he hit the fucking.
He threw the metal tag on the ground. Shiloh says
when the movie set lighting on.
Shiloh says when we get in the "What's up, Shiloh" emote.
No, shit,
honest,
we need
What's
that.
Up, Shiloh?
We need that.
Honest,
What's up, Shiloh?
Those Tims have seen some miles, seen some backsides and some skulls and whatnot too.
Hey, my God.
Hey, now we live now. We're on the news now. Don't let
them. Now you capping.
This is the news now.
I'm not capping. I was actually told to throw them away because some people were looking for them.
Come on,
some people were looking for
them.
Some people are looking for them.
I won't say some people. I'll say them people were looking for them.
Buddy ass, Cuzzo. Man.
But.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Eagles had enough. Let's get back to Weekly Shonen.
He capping now.
Anyway. Hold on. I saw a really cool question in here like earlier that I said I was going to look for and never found. I really want to find it. Let's see.
Better get you some chuckas, fucker. Those are cheap Tims.
That's how you like learn to beatbox. You say boots and cats like over and over again until it becomes like
cats,
a vibrational
boots, cats,
like representation
boots,
of the word. That's like
cats.
just melodic. Yeah, like just melody and like.
The Kaizoku really wants to talk about Jigokuraku.
Oh yeah, let's do that. All right, great. Kaizoku, do you have a Jigokuraku question, or we could just start talking about it because that shit is gas.
It's gonna be over very soon, right?
So here's the thing. So here's the thing. So Jigokuraku, right? So we were talking about it on our Patreon show about like what the future of like Jujutsu Kaisen, Jigokuraku, Hell's Paradise, could look like, since it looks like we're in a very climactic stage of the story. And we were talking about it on the show. We're like, well, we still have a lot of unanswered questions. We still have a lot of things that need to be fleshed out. One thing that we need to see for sure before the end of the series is Gabimaru's revenge on Iwagakure, right? So that obviously has to happen when we get back to the mainland. We also have like the revolution inside of the shogunate situation inside of Jigokuraku. So we have at least 2 significant plots that we still have yet to cover when we get back to the mainland. What's going on? These are some crazy expressions
going crazy.
Snooty's not. Hold on, what's going on here? What did Snooty say? Thanks, Mello.
Hey, Mello Yen is with the
Hey, Mello.
Thanks,
sub,
Mello.
bro.
Hold on, Snooty's wilding in my chat. Thank you, Mello. We'll get back to you in a second. We love you. We appreciate you, but Snooty's wilding in my chat. I gotta do something. I gotta do something about Snooty now. What's going on with him?
Snooty, off, bro.
He just wants me to say words. He just wants me to say some words about Jigokuraku.
Go crazy, bro.
Or just anything, probably. I don't know. I think he's just tired of listening to you because I've been.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
What did I do?
I mean, I mean, that's him. I'm not saying that. That's him. I'm just trying to get the fans' voices in here. You know, like
Snooty's been hating since day one on the kid, bro. I mean, I'm sorry, man. Your voice will never be as deep. You're not growing any more into. You're done growing, Snooty.
God.
You're done. You're stuck at 5'11". It's okay. It is okay. Yeah, that's right. He's 5'11". Right.
Wait, how tall are you, Knox?
6'4".
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god.
Hey. 6'4",
He's like,
6'5", like it's all, you know, relative.
Oh,
what I really am is 1 inch exactly taller than Snooty. That is my official height. On my driver's license says Snooty +1. So what are you gonna do?
Snooty +1, yo. He said we got you in 4K, bro.
Who's got me in 4K? I got Snooty in 8K. Y'all seen the screenshots?
We did see the screenshots.
Thank you. You got me in 4K.
Snooty,
I'm
bro, we saw
screaming.
the screenshots, bro. We saw them.
Oh wow! What does this turn into?
Jigokuraku.
Yeah,
something I thought was really interesting is that like when I've been reading it, right, this whole idea that the squad would go to Japan and like actually do a revolution against the shogunate had never crossed my mind until we started talking on the Patreon. You know what I mean? And you were saying that, I'm like, what? Really?
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's gotta happen, bro.
I did not even consider that arc as a possibility. You know what I mean?
Vision it, man. You got so you have.
I mean, I can vision it. I just didn't think of it. I think it's a crazy idea.
Now I'm talking to the chat.
Yeah, sure.
So if you haven't considered this potential plot point in Jigokuraku, think about it. Obviously, the shogunate is tweaking. You know what I'm saying? So, like, think about this. So, how poetic would it be if motherfuckers come back from the island? You know what I'm saying? Like, Shugen is, like, the only one that, like, is still directly... Like, he's the only, like, real op left. You know what I'm saying? Like, on the island. The Asaemon that came with him got their Tao awakened, and like once you get your Tao awakened, you're like, yeah, man, it's all good, bro. Like everything's chill, bro. Like I had an outlook and ideals that I came here with. Well, you want to know what? I'm more in tune with my yin and yang now, and you guys are kind of cool. So like I don't need to kill y'all. You know, like all of the Asaemon that have had their Tao awakened or come to this island and interacted with the criminals have now a drastically different outlook than they came to the island with. Shugen is like the outlier here, but he just drank like arborification juice or whatever the fucking elixir is, you know what I'm saying? So like his Tao situation is about to change. So like we could see a situation where all of the Asaemon, including Shugen, are like, fuck this shogunate shit. They beat Rien, they bounce back to the mainland with the elixir in hand, but everyone wants smoke with the shogunate. How fucking poetic would it be if the shogun gets arborified, you know what I mean? To kind of like bring that plot full circle. Like y'all sent us to fucking die. What you want isn't even like technically here. This is the closest thing you got, but you want to know what? We brought one of these butterflies back that turn you into a tree stump. So boom, stab your dumbass with, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see him turn into a tree. Kiko brought it up on our show that it would also be equally as satisfying if an Asaemon beheaded him. That would be fucking cold as shit. Sagiri.
She's gonna come in
hours
and
would
finish
be
some
tight.
people off.
Yeah, Sagiri
and there is still Isuzu. Isuzu is still around too. There's another
no. Isuzu is team protagonist now, I think.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, kind of. Now, she's team.
She'll come around
Shugen.
officially. She's team Shugen, but like Shugen will waver, and then she'll agree with Shugen. So, yeah.
Sure, I can see that for sure. But yeah, Sagiri coming in and, fucking, just ending the Shogun. That would
be hard. That would be hard as shit.
It's just so good to see her character come full circle, even though it's like not like she was like super obedient to them, like not like, like a Shugen or anything. So her doing this isn't like, I wouldn't say, like if Shugen were the one to fucking strike down the fucking head shogun, like that would be some other shit. That's just never gonna happen.
That would be wild, bro.
That would be fantastic
that
growth
would be
on Shugen's part, right? That would be
part.
If he can make it work, you know what I mean?
Like, see, like that's what the whole like shogunate is. Like obviously the shogunate inside of Jigokuraku is very corrupt. This shogun is a dick, and like his idea of right and wrong, this morality situation inside of Jigokuraku, obviously to the reader is very gray, but like to the Asaemon, it's very black and white. You're either a part of the shogunate or you're a criminal. You know what I mean? If you're a criminal, you need to be killed. If you're a part of the shogunate, we're all one big happy family that are on the right side of morality, on our fucking ivory towers, looking down from our pedestals at everyone beneath us because they don't hold the same ideals. But the shogunate's like outlook is just that, an idea. You know what I mean? It's an idea that the Asaemon seem to be clinging to give themselves a sense of, I don't know if I want to say that they're all have superiority complexes, but like once you're like indoctrinated into a certain belief system and you feel like you hold the moral high ground around those, that don't share that belief system, it gives you like a high. It gives you a sense of accomplishment, fulfillment, a sense of purpose. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? That will naturally, I mean, like not all people are like this, but I mean like the vast majority, of people will run away with power like that. And even if you are pure of heart, or even if you, have never done a wrong thing in your life, if you're brought up with this outlook, then you're going to be carrying out the will of someone who has an incredible idea on paper, but executes it in a very malicious and underhanded way. So these Asaemon that like feel these way about these criminals, you know what I mean? Like, despite who they are as people and who we've come to know them as, we know that they're not terrible people. Sure, they've killed some people. Sure, they've broken whatever laws the shogunate has that, lead to, capital punishment of some kind. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Mm-hmm. But, like, one thing about Jigokuraku is that it shows you that, like, the law is not a defining, like, metric to judge people's character on. You know what I mean? And these criminals have swayed these, bootlicking by the book, Asaemon, just from hanging out with them for a couple of hours. You know what I mean? So like that is a very important theme that I'm sure is going to come around full circle inside of Jigokuraku, hopefully in a very poetic scene that shows an overthrow of this governmental framework inside of the shogunate that has people devoting their lives to an outlook that the shogun doesn't even believe in. And I feel like that is going to be a very significant plot point inside of the liberation of this area of Japan in this fictional historical setting. But
yeah, because they've all basically, other than Aizen and Shugen, have turned protagonists. Like all of them have all jumped on the protagonist team in one way or the other. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think, like literally all of them, like Shion, fucking Fuji, of course, that's been a big, flashbacks with Gantetsu Sai, we're seeing all that, like literally, every single one other than Aizen who just gets, that's the one thing still.
Aizen was fucked up, bro. And that was one thing that I was complaining about inside of our Jigokuraku analysis is that I felt like, fuck, why am I mistaking him with Ken Wakui? That's Tokyo Revengers. What's his name? Yuji Kaku. Whoops. Yeah. So Yuji Kaku, so like the situation with Aizen and the other Asaemon that were killed off in the beginning of the series, which definitely made for a very tense moment in the story. It established the stakes and what kind of threat levels we're going to be seeing inside of Jigokuraku, which I respected for, but some things I felt like were a little bit extra on behalf of Yuji Kaku. Like, I feel like killing Aizen was introduced as the number one Asaemon. We didn't get to see him do shit, and he was crushed by Rokurota, like, in chapter, 5. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, it's like, I was like, holy shit, that's wild. The shock value hit. It did its job. But then after that, I was just like, that feels like wasted potential. And then Shugen's character comes into Jigokuraku, and his character trait is, having the previous Asaemons essentially live vicariously through Shugen for the rest of the plot, right? He masters their styles. He trained a lot of them. He has a good understanding of them as people and can emulate their fighting style, but in like a better form because of how, physically capable he is as their sensei. So like that's a cool dynamic. But like when we see him fighting Gantetsusai and he's going through the roster of Aizen, Fuchi, you know what I'm saying, Senta, all of the people that fucking died, you know what I'm saying, like leading up to that, it felt like that was Yuji Kaku saying, I killed these characters too soon before you could see anything from them. So I'm going to show you what they can do using Shugen as like a vehicle. So like that was an issue that I had back when Shugen's character was first introduced, because I was like, well, this is either editorial saying you killed these characters too quickly, introduce a character that's like a taskmaster or like a muscle mimic of some kind and can copy their attacks so that we can show you what those characters were supposed to do. Or it was Yuji Kaku going like, I wish I didn't kill these characters so soon. You know what I mean? Like either way, it felt awkward to me, but the way that he handled it, like execution wise, has been beautiful so far. And it goes back to what Kiko was saying at the beginning of the stream about how we jump the gun, you know what I mean? Sometimes on things, because that Shugen shit was very weird and awkward to me. And then Yuji Kaku, of course, just brilliantly wrote the character and did his thing as a storyteller and completely exceeded my expectations of like what Shugen could be. So I really, really have no complaints about Jigokuraku like at all anymore, and I'm super excited for the future because when we come back off this boat, we got a lot of shit that we still need to take care of. So it could be entering its climactic stage right now, but I feel like we still have 30 chapters left of Jigokuraku.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I would say that's fair. Because you're right. I mean, it's just like we have to explore the shogunate shit. We got to explore the Iwagakure, the old man. Yeah, he's got to get it right. Like Gabimaru's got to beat his ass right. So like I think 30 might not even be. I mean, it might be 50 really, but it still seems like we're entering the end of the story. Regardless. Yeah.
And I think that Yuji Kaku actually like outwardly expressed that we were entering the end of the series. Like we're in the last stage, or at least the unofficial Weekly Shonen Jump account like tweeted something about that, but they're usually pretty credible. So I feel like we can trust that. But
see, that's where for me, I feel like we're not going to get that Shogunate Revolution arc. We're not going to get a huge arc in the Iwagakure even, right? Like it's going to be like everyone dies on this boat right now.
Oh my god!
Except for
Gabimaru and Sagiri
and Sagiri. No! They're gonna go straight to Iwagakure. They're gonna kill the main dude. It's gonna be a big ass battle. The wife will be real, and we'll just wrap it up. You know what I mean? There's tons of places in that chain that you could, get away from your expectations and really surprise us. But like I think that's the model it's going to take generally, and that's why it's like entering the final phase. You know what I mean? I mean, if you're going to have a whole arc about the shogunate, that's at least, I don't know, like 10 chapters, you'd think, right? Like, I mean, if we're entering the final phase, you can't add too many 10 chapter bits, you know what I mean? Like,
that's why it's like 10 chapters for the shogunate, 10 chapters for Iwagakure, and then X amount of chapters, probably not 10, for the wrapping up and the conclusion of all the relevant characters. You know how like at the end of a BET movie where it's like, you know, the end of fucking like Boys in the Hood where they show what Ice Cube did after the movie ended, they show what Cuba Gooding Jr. did after the movie ended. You know, you get the freeze frames with the text on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, Doughboy went and did this, that, and this, and then got shot on the block 3 days after this film was fucking shot. You know what I'm saying? Like they say shit like that all the time. So I could see it being like a situation where either we get 10 chapters for the Shogunate Revolution, 10 chapters for Iwagakure, and then like 5 to 6 chapters for like the wrapping up of the relevant characters, like ending with Gabimaru and his wife. Or we can not do Shogunate Revolution. We can go straight to Iwagakure, but once they come back from the island, you have the Shogunate going like, yo, there's too many of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, only one of y'all get to get the pardon, and the rest of y'all got to die. The Asaimon are like, we're not going to kill them, so like fight us or let them go. You know what I mean? And that entire shogunate situation can be wrapped up in a chapter or two, you know, of conversation in that regard. And then we go straight to Iwagakure. But the most drastic ending of Jigokuraku possible is Gabimaru's wife does not exist.
Yeah, that would
be so crazy of an ending if she was really a genjutsu.
Or no. Like I think Snooty even had a crazier one, right? Snooty said like she's real, but she kills Gabimaru. It was a plant the entire time, like the longest play. That would be too much. That would be too much.
Yeah, I mean,
as Charles said, that would crush us. That would crush us,
bro.
Yeah. Wife being final boss would be some shit. You know, like it would be even like I wouldn't just want it to be her killing him either. Like I want him to like fight, like have to fight her. You know, like because there would be so much emotional investment in that fight. That's aside from, I mean, obviously if that's really her role. She's got hands too, right? Like she's gonna be using some Iwagakure fucking ninjutsu on, you know, fucking
Dude, that would be so fucked. That would be so fucked up to see Gabimaru know that he's entering Mortal Kombat with his wife and see her using Iwagakure techniques on Gabimaru, and he's just eating that shit because he has Tao and she's not shit compared to him, and he's just like, my wife just hit me with Ascetic Blaze. My wife just hit me with going down the laundry list of Iwagakure techniques, and Gabimaru's just like, this is so fucked up, dude. Dude, imagine that scene, bro. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, based on the beginning of the manga, it started off tragic. It could end tragic. You know what I mean? Like we don't necessarily get to have a happy ending. And
well, we
I don't
thought
even know
that.
one.
What did we think about Promised Neverland starting and ending with Gracefield House? We had high hopes for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
My little sister actually just read Promised Neverland, and she's like, "Oh, I really liked it." I'm like, "It wasn't really cool in the ending," and she's like, "Oh yeah, no, that wasn't very good." But like, you know, the general concept or where I was like, "Oh yeah."
Oh, so she did finish it, and she thought the ending was buns.
Yeah, this like the memory loss shit or whatever. She's like, no.
Yeah. Funny as hell, bro. Imagine Sagiri saves him, and then Gabi kills Sagiri for killing her. Then he's alone.
Yeah, like Sagiri saves him from the wife who is attacking him, right?
Oh, dude, good thought, Shiloh. That would be nuts, bro. I didn't even know that you read Jigokuraku. That's awesome. Wow.
Man.
Yeah. A lot of good shit in the chat tonight. Like it was
hell yeah.
I sat here reading most of the chat. Like I literally
where are all the questions at? You see any good questions? You got any good questions you see?
Well, yeah, but I mean, you know, I mean, hey, there's been a lot of stuff, but I mean, my favorite's just been that Fortrix is the character of the year. You know, like he is my favorite character I think Oda's ever created. You know, other than
Fortrix,
other than Hamlet.
Fortrix is the one in the giraffe, right?
No, Hamlet's the giraffe. Fortrix is the
Hamlet's the giraffe. Fortrix is the
chicken or whatever.
Worst character designs that Oda's ever.
I literally saw Hamlet, like the giraffe guy in the giraffe head, and I was like, I've never been so disgusted at One Piece ever. I think I was like, oh god.
Eagle, you weren't here for our last Weekly Shonen Jump coverage. How did you feel about the One Piece chapter?
Dude, I don't know. You know, as far as what you guys are talking about, I wasn't really tripping about the Hamlet and the
Aren't those so funny? Aren't those so funny character designs though? Like what the fuck?
I just laughed because when I saw Fortrix, that's the giraffe one, right?
No, Hamlet.
Hamlet is the giraffe. Fortrix is the chicken butt.
Yeah.
Fortrix kind of had me laughing because of the dialogue, right? You know,
that man's breath gotta be hot, boy.
I really felt what they said though, like the truly strong keep their mouths shut.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, you know, but then they got folded, so obviously it wasn't shit. But like I
one-shotted.
I kind of laughed when I saw Hamlet because I thought of Kaku. I'm just like, oh my god, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, Kaku versus Hamlet. Imagine it.
Yo,
it's Cavendish on the end of Kaku.
Yeah, it does look like Cavendish as coming out of the head of the giraffe. But oh my god.
I would also keep quiet if my mouth was fucking coming out of a chicken's ass as well. Like I feel like that's just
my breath kicking.
I got two things. First off, Mello just said in the chat, Oda straight up went, guess what? Chicken butt. God damn it. Yo!
Hey, Barikwa Mihawk, thanks for the sub, bro. Appreciate
that. Thank you.
I like...
But the second thing I was going to say is that there's a great question in the chat or whatever.
Yeah.
Whose death hit the most? Aki, Twice, or Nanami?
Ooh, Nanami, Twice, Aki for me. Even though like there was more there for Twice, and I feel like objectively
I was gonna say, switch Twice and Nanami.
I feel like objectively I have to put Twice like above Nanami, but like Nanami like sentimentally was just like my favorite character of the three. So like I have to choose Nanami there. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the same list. Nanami, Twice, Aki.
Nanami represented like all of like the adults who read fucking Jujutsu Kaisen, like the real, you know what I'm saying, like 9 to 5 adults, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, like he represented the old cats, you know what I mean, and
for me, Aki number 1 for me.
Aki number 1 for you.
Yeah,
dude, it was so drastic, painful. Bro. It was so drastic when we were reviewing that chapter that Aki died. On camera, I didn't know Aki died because it was so subtle. Like, we saw him like chained up, you know, with Angel and whatnot. But like, I remember
you didn't know until we brought it up that his name was on the list.
Nick did, Nick brought it up. Like, it was
antemortem, you know, devil contract, right? So like the contract before he died, right? So it said mortem.
Yeah,
dead,
it said that. It said that, and I missed that.
Shit. Yeah, that snowball fight too much. That snowball fight got me really good.
I missed, like, I read anti-mortem devil contract, and like I know what that word means, but I just didn't put it together at the time, you know what I mean? And then what really got me is that you pointed out that in the long list of fatalities in the gun devil,
multiple pages,
you just see Aki Hayakawa's name like subtly amidst that list, and you pointed that out, and I was like, oh my god, Aki's dead, you know what I mean? And I was just like, holy shit, like on fucking stream, I was like, what is going on in life right now? I was visibly distraught and disgruntled.
I initially wanted to say Twice first, and it's wild that I might have to put Nanami at the bottom because I still think Twice went so hard, but like Aki showing up at the door, Aki showing up at the door was what it hit me like real hard. Like I knew he was already dead, but like once he shows up at the door as a fucking gun devil hybrid.
You called that though.
Yeah,
you dead ass like, when we were like, who's at the door? You were like, Gun Devil Hybrid Aki, and then like that chapter came out, and we were like, what? Like we were like, one of those things, what the fuck?
It's one of those things where it's like it's your worst nightmare, and it's the only thing you could see. It's like I don't want that to happen, but that's who's behind that motherfucking door. And it's just like when it hits you, you're just like, there's no reversing this. Like there's no way, and it's Fujimoto, so like nothing gets reversed in Chainsaw Man really anyway.
Except
other
for
than
Power's death.
I was gonna say, well, is she? I mean, it was reversed kind of for a little bit. I mean, but that's the thing. It's like Denji will get some reversals, of course, because of MC plot armor.
And it's so crazy how like you were like, I was when we were reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen, I was like gushing about how well Kokichi was handled in the Shibuya incident arc, and I was like just thinking about the idea and the concept of having a character that's introduced with a bunch of other relevant characters that does something impactful in the arc that he's introduced in, then comes back into the series with an amazing plot for his character arc, dies, comes back in a post-mortem Juryoku effect, plays more of a part, get further development and further characterization for him and further goated moments inside of his character, just to have him not stay in the plot after bringing him back to life for a brief moment. Like Gege could have fucking Black Clovered that and said, here you go, here's Julius again. You know what I'm saying? But like, which is very easy to do with popular characters, you know what I mean? Especially when you hear people saying like, I wish this character didn't die. And editorials probably in your ear like, yo, people are really not fucking with the Kokichi murder, bro. Like, what are you gonna do about that? You know what I mean? Like, there's all these factors involved, and well, no, that's a thing. Like editorial will really come to mangaka and be like, based on audience perception, you have to do this thing. You know what I mean? And it's I'm trying to think, and I was talking about it on the review. I was like, name another manga that does what I just said, and you were like, well, Chainsaw Man. And I was like, dude, they totally just did that with Power, like in the newest chapter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's. I mean, those are very top tier stories. Very.
Yeah. It's just so crazy how similar they are to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like curses and devils manifest in the same way. Yes. You got Immeasurable Void 2.0 inside of Cosmo's Devil Contract. You've got, you know what I'm saying, like the Power and Kokichi like parallel that we're making right now. Like there's a lot of similarities there, but it's handled so brilliantly different in both series that you can't even care. You know what I'm saying? Like if this was, if all of a sudden we were seeing like drastically similar concepts inside of Black Clover as My Hero Academia or vice versa, imagine the internet. But it happens with Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, and people are just like, so what? You know what I mean? Like, and it's just
so.
Yeah.
Real quick, I do kind of want to give a brief little thing on my thoughts on this One Piece here.
Sorry.
I loved I don't want to spend too long on it, but I did love the right away in the chapter, the resolve from Kiku and the Scabbards, right? Like, loved seeing her, loved seeing Kiku just, not tripping about losing her arm. She's just like, shit, this ain't shit, boy. We out here.
Bro, you called that. You called the cauterization scene.
You did.
You were like in One Piece 993. You were in the review for One Piece 993. You were when Kiku lost the arm at the butt end of the conversation. You were like, it's all good. Watch Kinemon hit the foxfire and cauterize her shit. Next chapter. Boom! Right away, next chapter. Yeah,
bro. Yo, what up?
Dude, and I was gonna fucking shout you out in that One Piece segment the other night when we reviewed without you, but I just forgot. But like in the pre-show, and like I was like, dude, fucking Eagle called this shit, and I completely forgot to do it. But here you are. Here's your moment now. You killed the game on that. That was fucking amazing. Because like you think about One Piece, and you're like, okay, how does Oda handle this? Either Kiku dies, which is very unlikely for a story like One Piece, or Kiku's out of the fight, which we all assumed was the case, and Kaido was just about to start taking out, systematically like dropping Scabbards one after another.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, but the tension is spiking so drastically, so quickly inside of One Piece, and it's showing the stakes inside of these limbs that are being taken off, and inside of, the implications of King's ice bullet. You have all of this tension rising all over the place. So it makes sense that Kiku loses an arm in the heat of battle. If this was the One Piece anime, we would have got 99 reactions of Kiku losing her arm, and that's 4 chapters. Exactly. But in the manga can portray that tension so much easier because one, Oda is trying to get the fuck through the story and be done, but also, like, cinematic time isn't handled the same way, obviously, in comic book medium versus animation medium. So you can move through events so much quicker.
Like all their faces. Kiku, like they shouted, but in the anime, you got to do a da 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 da. Yeah, you got to each one of their faces.
How does Kiko do it?
That's the fucking that's when Dadon finds fucking 3 pairs of legs sticking out of the fucking Oh, man, I hate. It's like that's when I almost quit. I'm pretty sure that's about the time. It's like I'm just done kind of watching that One Piece anime. It's just too much, too long.
No, the One Piece anime is lit now. It's going crazy. And dude, they made Kawamatsu look
so good.
Oh
no way!
Dude, no, when he came out of the cell with the fucking I can't even remember the name of the move, but dude, they made him look crazy. He was coming
Flower Petal Lotus Dance or whatever the fuck the Scabbards techniques
and all
are called.
That shit, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's awesome. I'm definitely gonna go keep that.
Yeah, I like Kaido getting back into his human form here. He's about to start probably putting in work on the Scabbards so that Luffy can come up to probably at least a few of them defeated.
Yeah.
They're getting batted off the top of Onigashima all the way back to the Flower Festival.
The funny moment with Sanji and Jinbei was cool, and it seems I'm kind of upset because, like, man, Oda might really be pushing my man Sanji out of the Monster Trio, bro.
Doesn't that suck?
Like, I don't know, bro. I think it's whatever.
That sucks.
Sanji will work Jinbei.
What?
I don't know.
Are you sick?
Are you ill? Look at his head. He's capping.
Look at the cap.
He doesn't believe that. He doesn't
that
believe
that. Is, as JD Legend would say, that is unmitigated cap.
You don't think okay, so it doesn't have to be right now in the story, but you don't think that Sanji is narratively going to be I'm talking about someday. How long is someday in the story?
The implication is now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right.
You say Sanji can beat Jinbei, he can beat now.
Now you didn't say eventually.
Right,
if you would have said Sanji eventually is working this man.
I'm still not saying it.
You're saying he's beating Jinbei right now.
No,
you're out of your goddamn mind. You're out of your goddamn mind.
I think right now Jinbei is working Sanji, and maybe I would say Zoro too.
No, don't do this. We're talking about Sanji right now. Let's focus on Sanji.
I think Jinbei is probably
we don't gotta talk about Zoro. Hey, look at me. Don't focus on the negatives, okay? We're talking about Sanji right now.
You guys, you're making it sound like that's an easy win for Jinbei, right? Like,
yeah,
so
it is.
It's an easy win. So if it's an easy win for Jinbei, then it should be at least
an
a hard
extreme
win.
diff fight against Zoro with Zoro coming out on top.
Boricua Mihawk spitting monster quartet, maybe. I like.
Oh,
I fuck with the monster quartet. Yeah,
I definitely agree with that.
Thing.
I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
One thing I think is very, very stupid is that Queen gave the key to, or gave the antidote to Apu. Obviously, like that's fucking stupid. Why would you ever do that?
We were talking about the possibility that is a dummy antidote, and that this is all just like
because
Queen's
you think
game.
You're a commander, bro. Why are you gonna give the only fucking antidote to some fucko ass fucking?
Because he doesn't want people chasing
it's not
him
the real
himself.
antidote.
Yeah, he doesn't want people chasing him for the antidote, so he's going to make a spectacle of here's the antidote. Apu, take the antidote. Apu. Now you have the antidote. Go run in a direction. Yeah.
I love the resolve from Yamato, man.
Yeah.
Love that shit. And like now I'm even more confident in I don't know, bro. Yamato's just the beast. Like this fucking
dude hits the fucking Thunder
Manga! Yo, Ikogu. Sovereign, like maybe a minor form of it, obviously doesn't eviscerate shit, but like, dude, I'm I don't know if I've said this on the show before, but like I'm going up on a fucking soapbox right now, bro. Yamato was around back then 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Kaido was young as fuck. He already had a kid.
Yeah.
Yamato is the daughter / son of Big Mom and Kaido. I don't know if I've said this on the show, but that's what I believe.
Oh shit!
So
I believe that 100%. And
Yamato, no cap, kind of look like a young Lin Lin. You know what I'm saying?
She does, and I looked up the color scheme. The top, or I don't know if this is official or if this is a fan coloring, but the top of the hair is pink.
Nope.
Like Big Mom's.
That's not official.
No, that's not
official is white into blue.
White into blue?
White into green.
White into dark blue.
White into green is blue. I see it now.
Yeah. So it's like I agree. I totally was with you. I was like, Yamato is Kaido Big Mom kid, but like, no, he's not. Yeah.
But either way, something that makes me think he still is the fact
teal, blue, same thing, Kaizoku. It's similar.
I think the life debt. I think the life debt that Kaido owes Big Mom is the fact. I mean, we all know how Big Mom runs her crew. She has kids. She keeps them as her servants to run, to be subordinates in her crew.
Yeah.
I think the life debt that Kaido owes Big Mom is the fact that Big Mom let him keep Yamato because that was their kid. And he was like, I'm keeping this, and she's like, no, the fuck you're not. And he's like, well, we finna go to war then. And she's like, all right. You know
just
how I run
for
my
Yamato
shit.
to not fuck with Kaido when he grows up. That's
know how I run my shit, so I'll let you keep her, but you owe me a fucking life debt.
Yeah.
I don't know. That just I don't know.
I can see that. I fuck with that. The hair color, I mean, obviously is different, but I mean, like at the same time, it's like I feel like in a story like One Piece,
reminds me of a young Lin Lin, like you said.
Yeah, I feel like in a story like One Piece, like the hair color isn't like drastically indicative of like bloodline. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it can be, and I'm sure we have plenty of examples of hair color being shared, among siblings and offspring and whatnot. But like,
plenty of Big
I don't think that's like the
deciding
factor. You know what I mean? Of like whether or not Yamato is related to Big Mom. But I think that would be really fucking cool. I'm fucking with that Eagle. That's very interesting.
If you go look at the young Lin Lin, like Oda drew a young Lin Lin, you know what I mean? Same exact like wavy hair as Yamato, the bangs coming down and like the waviness, and like they look really similar to me. Dude. I don't know, like so I was big on the Kaido Big Mom theory before the color came out, but I guess you're right. The color isn't necessarily is fully definitive or anything.
Yeah. Just the fact that he was around back then. They were on the Rocks crew together.
That's right.
It was 20 years ago, and he was, God damn it. He was probably, I don't know, maybe judging by this flashback panel, maybe 8, something like that.
Yeah.
20 years ago, maybe. So that would, I don't know. The timeline seems to line up, you know?
Yeah.
Big Mom and Kaido, Yamato's the offspring.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I think that's
Yeah, Kiko, final thoughts on
well,
Yamato, and then we're going to wrap up the convo.
Well, and that really is it. I was just saying that I feel like Eagle did say this on an episode though before.
I don't remember.
I feel like someone did. I might have. I've definitely talked about it before with people, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm committing to it now. I think Yamato is the offspring of Big Mom and Kaido.
Here for it, baby.
Well, and Kaizoku, just two things for Kaizoku. One, he said best Zoan ever, mantis shrimp. I don't know if he got that from somebody.
No, Basilisk is the best Zoan fruit. Sorry, buddy.
No, hell no. I'm punch
Basilisk versus. All right, look. All right, hey. Listen, those of you who have been following Project Manga for a really long time, you'll know of our best our tie-in episode. So we have 3 core playlists on our YouTube channel. Weekly Shonen Jump Review podcast. That's our main show. Tangential tie-ins, that's our second show for general anime and manga discussion topics for more casual audiences. And then, of course, we have one-shots now. But inside of our tangential tie-ins playlist, if you go all the way back to the beginning, the very second tie-in episode that we ever did was discussing superpowers in anime and manga. The first half of that conversation is us talking about our favorite power systems in anime and manga and what's great about them. The second half of that conversation is us coming up with superpowers relative to the power systems we discussed in the former half of the discussion. So, in that episode, you will see us creating our own Devil Fruit, Quirk. Devil Fruit, Quirk,
Devil Fruit, Quirk, and a Hatsu.
And a Hatsu from Hunter x Hunter's Nen system. We all came with super gas heat abilities. So if you haven't seen that episode, you want to know what? If you haven't seen that episode,
run that shit.
Yeah, if you haven't, I'm about to throw it in the chat because look, that came out when we weren't as established as we are right now. So I feel like not a lot of people have seen that or remember it. But for those of you out there who have not seen the episode yet, watch it and let us know who had the better everything. The better everything. Who had the better everything? Tell us, because
Why do you guys want to do this?
Listen. No. Hey.
They said your quirk isn't even a quirk. Get the fuck out of here, yo.
They flamed you for your quirk. Kiko.
Gray Iron is fire.
But you want to know what? The Hatsu is undeniably the best Hatsu out of all 3 of us.
I just would love though to somebody explain how a quirk is not a quirk. Like you got manga in the story.
Well,
so how the fuck are you going to tell me my quirk isn't a quirk? That doesn't make any sense.
It's how layered your ability was. The only abilities as the only abilities as profound as your ability inside of canon My Hero Academia is One for All and All for One. Those 2 and then your quirk are the 3 most profound quirks in the history of My Hero Academia. So that's probably why it felt awkward to a lot of people, but your quirk was still amazing. And you want to know what? It would work in Marvel and DC Comics, so there you go. There's the inspiration there. But if you guys haven't seen this episode, let me go ahead and drop that link in the motherfucking chat. Peep that.
Check that bitch out,
I am confident that the vast majority of you, after peeping that episode, will say Noxie for Devil Fruit or Quirk.
No.
Actually, you want to know what? It's going to go Noxie Quirk, Noxie Devil Fruit, Kiko Hatsu. And then Eagle, hey, you're an honorable mention. It happens sometimes, bro. I don't make the rules, but this is how voting goes. Okay? Now listen.
First off, my quirk was the best.
Your quirk was gold.
Clean sweep. I'm guaranteed
clean sweep.
Simplicity.
Anyway,
that Eagle quirk was a high key hitter.
Anyway, watch the episode. Let us know what you think. Let us know who has the better abilities. Please let us know. We would appreciate that very much. And we will definitely be revisiting that topic in the future. And next time we will be creating entirely new abilities for different energy systems, but that is a classic. Other than that, I think that's the convo tonight, you guys. We're getting close to the 2-hour mark here, which is longer than we definitely want for one-shots, but this has been an incredible conversation. Can't wait to have another one similar to it the next time we come back to have an extended discussion about whatever issue of Weekly Shonen Jump is on the table at the time. But if you are new here, I appreciate you for pulling up to the stream. Thank you very much for hanging out with us and interacting on this Q&A/extended discussion of Weekly Shonen Jump issue 48. If you have not already, visit our About section on Twitch. You can see us on YouTube, Discord, Twitter, Patreon, what have you. Follow us all on Twitter, on our personal social media accounts, which you can find inside of our link tree. Which you want to know what? I'll throw in the chat right now because it's not in our about section. But that won't take too long because you want to know what?
Eagle's quirk allows him to carry caw only at 5 a.m. What the fuck?
Allows him to caw only at 5
a.m. Oh man, you're an alarm clock. Nice quirk, dude.
That's a rooster, buddy. Get it together. What the fuck are you talking about? Get it together, you fucking malaka. What are you talking about? Jesus
I wish.
Christ, fuck.
Yato, I wish I
don't even know
remembered.
your fucking avian species. What the fuck?
Funny as hell. Hold on. Let me get this link tree link for y'all real quick. You know what I'm saying? All right. Bingo, bango. Pow,
Schmingo,
pow, pow. Okay, so there's our link tree. That's where you're going to see us on all of our individual social media accounts. Otherwise, follow us on all of our other online communities. Join our Discord, man. Our Discord is tight. It's getting tighter every day. That's where like all of like the Weekly Shonen Jump discussions are popping off outside of your respective group chats that you're all a part of that I'm sure are very family oriented. But if you want a different location to discuss Weekly Shonen Jump, visit our Discord. Other than that, I think that's going to do it for One Shots. Like I said, this is our bi-weekly Shonen Jump specific podcast that we air every other Wednesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time here in the States. If you showed up late to this discussion tonight, it will exist on Twitch for a little bit until it's downloaded, and then we'll throw it on our Patreon tomorrow, and then a couple days later it'll exist on YouTube in a premiere style format so that we can have a live chat going while the episode premieres, so that we can try to emulate this situation that we have in the live stream currently. But other than that, that's going to do it for this episode of One Shots Weekly Shonen Jump issue number 48 and Q&A. Wrapping up, I'm your host, Noxie.
Big shots, Kiko.
Igadu.
And Nickums.
Sada Bada.